What do you feel about Mahomes? Do you think they should rush him back or no?
Uh, I mean, I don't think if I was Kansas City, I wouldn't rush him back because he is a franchise. Um,
Exactly. Next 10
and
years of the team.
it is a knee injury, so you kind of want to you can let a few games go, but I mean it's NFL, so you would really want to give away any game. But long term, I would let him rest. I
I
mean
would do.
Matt Moore didn't look so bad against you guys. But
No,
maybe
he surprised every Packer fan on the planet.
right. I mean that's a product of their offense. And I don't know. Andy Reid has those guys going no matter who steps in there. Even with Tyreek Hill out, their offense still goes.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Andy Reid's one of the. I think I saw he's like 29 wins. It's top 5 wins with backup QBs, and Andy
Yeah,
Reid had 29 wins with backup QBs in his career. That's nuts.
that's crazy, man.
But you know what? Back to Chargers Packers. Didn't mean the rabbit hole there,
No worries.
but we mentioned something earlier with Rivers and Rodgers playing every 4 years, and man, the games they give out are amazing. It's like the air show everyone wants to go see as a quarterback duel. Do you think we're going to get it now that we've mentioned Norv Turner's offensive scheme might come back into play?
I mean, you might see that on Sunday. I mean, I want
Keenan Allen,
to
Mike
see them air it
Williams,
out.
Hunter Henry, Austin Eckler.
I
Might
want
happen, man.
I want to see all the guys go. I want to see Devontae Adams go. I mean, I want to see this both
You
sides.
and every other Packer fan in Wisconsin want to see Devontae Adams go, man. Waiting a month.
We want to see the best, man. We want to beat the best, and if we lose to it, might as well. But we're expecting a big game from both sides. We think you guys are gonna execute high level. Pashos will be there. The running game's there. I know that our secondary is we're we have Casey Hayward, the former Packer, that he's one of my favorite guys on defense. So
Still pissed Thompson let him go. I don't get it.
yeah, I mean,
Damn, Micah Hyde. I don't get it. Talented guys. Here, see ya. We don't believe you'll find somewhere. Pro Bowl the next year for both of them.
and Casey has been one of the biggest surprises and one of our leaders on defense. I've been on been on his side like ever since he's been here. I know some Charger fans still there. Most of us are with him, but then there's some that are like he can't play man. He only plays zone.
They've got that in every fan base,
You
man. We've
know,
got
so,
guys that still hate on Kevin King
right,
and the whole Packers. Packers should have took T.J. Watt in the draft and not taken Kevin King.
right.
Well, my argument is if we didn't take Kevin King, we wouldn't have the Smith brothers right now as a pass rush.
Right.
That's my argument. So it's just, yeah, they always have some of those like
Some
10% of the fan base screaming
yeah.
from the other side that just doesn't make any sense.
And then yeah, for Casey, the thing about him is he's fearless and he will go after. He wants to guard the number one receiver. He wants to guard Devontae Adams, the
I
hoodie.
already expect it.
And yeah, he's been our stable rock on our defensive side when guys go down.
So with Hayward being from Green Bay and the way they just let him go, as I just mentioned,
Yes.
do you think he goes ahead and plays with a little extra chip on his shoulder this week?
I mean,
Because former team, I know
yeah.
the GM's not the GM anymore, but he's got to show, hey, these guys let me go. Let me show them why they let me go.
I mean, I think there's no hard feelings. He knows it's a business.
Yeah.
But I think there's gonna be a little bit of a chip. But I think he's more of a pro that he'll just approach it as another game.
He was always a
But
pro for us. I mean, that's what I was just asking. Just
sure.
curious.
I've never really heard any discussion about like if it's a big. It's just kind of another game for us. It's more of a team. We're looking at it as a big game as a team because we're 3-5. So I don't think any individuals are looking to prove themselves or anything like that.
Yeah. Now, are you surprised Melvin Gordon didn't get traded? Because with how much he was holding out, and I know Chargers fans like Gordon. I know that.
Yeah.
But are you surprised he didn't get traded with how the market was?
Because RGM doesn't make those kind of moves. He's kind of sticks to the draft. He doesn't really go for free agents. I mean, he got Casey Hayward through free agency, but he didn't spend big money to get him.
It was a while ago too, so yeah, it's been a couple of years since
yeah.
Sheldon come out. Yeah.
So I mean, he's kind of he goes through the draft. Tom Telesco does. So I'm not surprised, but I am surprised that no one really dealt for him. So maybe just no other team.
I heard the Lions were interested, though. It just didn't seem they wanted to give up too much for him.
Yeah, I don't think the Chargers want to give up that much, and I think they were looking for a first-round pick. So I mean, that's pretty big stock for a running back, which is might as well just drop them or not sign them. But it's a different market these days for running backs.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to flip to the opposite side of the ball on free agents, on who y'all picked up. Thomas Davis has been a blessing for y'all. I've always liked him in Carolina, but man, the guy is an older linebacker, and he's still running like he's 28.
Still running like he's 28, still making big tackles. He's
ridiculous.
One of the leading tacklers on our team. I think he's his 16th, 17th season.
Yeah, and he's hammering people. He's like, I watched him put David Montgomery, which is not a small back, and he lit him up and drove him into the ground like you're giving someone a spine buster. And I'm like, this man is 35 years old. He shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, he had a big game for us last week. So he's a big key to our young linebackers on our team. They're all like second year, third year, first year players. So his leadership is definitely needed. I know our guys, Jimmy Graham's coming in, so it's going to be a challenge for our linebackers, our safeties to cover him. So without Derwin James, it's been a little shaky, but we'll see.
Well, it's
now what's up with? I'm sorry, Jay.
Graham. It's not just Graham though. I think what's being undersold here is that third-round rookie with the pillow hands.
Yes.
That's coming back for the first time. Sternberger.
Yes.
And the other thing is I want to know if you think that the guy they picked up a couple weeks ago who hasn't played could have any factor in this game as kind of a sneaky surprise because he hasn't played yet in Ryan Grant.
Ooh, good question. I would say yes, he would play in a big factor. So, like I said, the Chargers linebackers and safeties have been kind of makeshift, next man up. Guys go down, guys got to step up. So any running back and every tight end, I think every week is a challenge for us. I mean, you looked at it, Marlon Mack, Jacoby Brissett in the week one, like right off the bat, gave us trouble with Eric Ebron. So any big time running back, big time tight ends coming in will big a big challenge for our defense to cover.
Yeah, and you know what? There's another factor. It's not really a playing on the field, but that I've noticed. Green Bay just got snow, man. I read there's going to be 80-degree weather with precipitation, humidity on the field. That's what I'm worried about. Are they ready for that switch from 50 degrees from 30 all the way up to 80 degrees?
And you guys got to keep in mind it's daylight savings this Saturday, so the clocks go back. Hopefully you guys are adjusted to the time here.
I swear if there's a hotel fire alarm pulled, I'm calling bull on the Chargers.
Oh, no, I won't do it.
He's like, all right, I got to look up which Green Bay hotels are going to.
I'm actually pretty close to the stadium and the new Hayward Stadium, so I'll see what's up.
All right, Jay. So listen, Jay. If he goes ahead and the fire alarm is pulled in the hotel, we know it's Rem. Okay.
I've already called my people while you were just talking. I've got it.
Sources.
I got people. All right, I got people.
Is that you or the hair talking?
That's the hair.
Dude, look, Rem, you don't understand. This man, every episode that
he wears a beanie sometimes, so I won't see it.
Yes.
He's always got to bring up my hair because he can't grow the hair like I do. He's jealous that it's beautiful.
It short, man.
And,
we want
hair, so he's always talking about it. It's starting to drive me nuts.
Listen, I get long locks too. It's just I cut it because one, I was being prior military. It's ingrained in me to have the short hair, and two, when I get long locks, I look like a wet mop. I have to cut it.
Do you know what I learned when I was in like second or third grade?
The
guy that says I can do that too is the guy that can't. You can't grow hair.
I
for
can.
Shit.
All right, we'll see.
I challenge you to a hair off.
No, I mean beard off. Sure, I'll do that all day long. No
Movember.
shave November.
Oh, and by the way, it's Movember, and I am doing the beard thing so we can have a beard off, and all you other men out there need to have your beards on. Don't shave them off. It's Movember. It is prostate cancer awareness month. Grow out your facial hair, and everybody that asks you why, you tell them, because everybody talks about breast cancer in October. Nobody wants to talk about Movember and growing your facial hair to bring awareness to men and prostate cancer. We need to do that, and I've been doing it for years.
So isn't it a little weird if someone asks, "Hey, why are you growing your beard up and supporting men's prostates?" Isn't that a little weird if I say it like that?
No, you don't say it like that. You give them the explanation. Stop being a dumbass. See what I got to deal with? Go back to football, for the love of God. I try to do something good for the betterment of all of us men walking the planet and our prostates, and you turn it into a damn joke.
Yeah, I have to. You got to keep life funny, man. So, Rem, with some of the names out there in NFL for like football lore, like the Mannings and the Matthews, now there's a name I've noticed this year that's taken over the league.
Oh, yeah.
The Bosas.
Oh, yeah.
Every week I'm seeing the Bosa beat the crap out of a quarterback, return a touchdown from an interception or a fumble recovery. They're getting after the QBs, and everyone says, oh, no, they won't do that in the NFL. Man, ever since Joey and Nick have both come to the NFL, it's just been an onslaught. Oh, yeah. Joey was a little banged up when he came out, and he took him a little bit. But, man, ever since he got healthy, it's just been a nonstop onslaught on the QBs. And Nick this year looks like he might get Defensive Player of the Year because of how he's playing.
It's unreal, right? I mean, they have that NFL background, tribute to his dad, John Bosa. So, I mean, it's kind of like they're just carrying the legacy for him. So he must be a proud dad. But to see both of his guys just one of the best pass rushers in that.
Within 3 years, get drafted, and both of them are basically. I think Joey already had a Pro Bowl, and now Nick is going to be having a Pro Bowl probably this year. So I mean, that you can't really be more proud as a dad.
Joey was the Defensive Rookie of the Year his first year. So I mean, if Nick becomes the Defensive Player of the Year on his rookie year, I mean, that just raises the bar. He's already playing at like an All-Pro level. The Bosas, man, he's one of my favorite players on our team. He's one of our leaders. Doesn't say much, but his play speaks for itself on the field. I know that both players are a little bit different in style, but they're both good with their hands.
Yeah, the build and the playing style. Where Nick is more of he's physically built, like he's got that muscle. He can bull rush linemen, but Joey can back off
guys,
and play the flat on
we have defense. Breaking news here. It was just announced on NFL Network. Quan Alexander of the 49ers has a torn pectoral and is out for the season. Well, not on our show, it wasn't. And I just saw it on the ticker.
It wasn't breaking.
Breaking news for our show, and it said breaking news on my ticker. We're live. I get it. Stop. You know, you do this shit all the time to me, and I don't do that to you. Like, wow, I saw that 5 hours ago. Yeah, I can't ever do anything on the show without you being a hereditary jackass to me.
But
Turn my mic off now.
When I reported everything everything I've reported breaking news before on the show, it's always happened within like 5 minutes. Soon as they happen, this happened like 5 or 6 hours ago.
I said at the top of the show I was working a freaking double. So 5 or 6 hours ago, I was cooking fish. All right.
Oh God, I love it. I love getting him fired up. This is the best, especially. Thank God you didn't mention Drew Brees because you would have heard a rant. Oh my God, Rem, thank God. I'm so glad. But so when we were saying, so Joey has this different build where he can go play in the flat. He can cover people. He's really like lengthy, and you don't see that with Nick. Nick is full on pass rush build, bowl the running back or the quarterback over. Joey can back off and run with tight ends and running backs. And it's really weird to see two different type of DNA kind of work in the same family.
Right. Just both from what I've seen with Nick, he uses more power than his hands. And he's just having a lot of success getting to the quarterback. Joey's just having his best year as a Charger. He started the year. The past couple of seasons, he's missed a few games to start the season. Yeah. His rookie season, he missed the first 4 or 5 games. But ever since he just goes in, I mean, they're nonstop motors, both Bosas. They just get after the quarterback. Just they wreak havoc. They get TFLs.